Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Triple H broke his silence after Roman Reigns became the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania 42. Reigns defeated CM Punk to win the title in the main event of Night 2. Reigns is no stranger to headlining WrestleMania. He has been doing it consistently and has walked into the grandest stage of them as a world champion on several occasions. This time around, though, it was quite a rare instance that Reigns was the challenger. On social media, Triple H shared a photo posing next to the new World Heavyweight Champion and listed his WrestleMania accolades: 7 world titles, 11 WrestleMania main events, the OTC. #Acknowledge him, wrote Triple H. Roman Reigns has confirmed that he is no longer on a part-time schedule. Roman Reigns has been working on a part-time schedule for months, even years. However, the newly crowned World Heavyweight Champion has confirmed that he will be around the entire summer, starting this week's Monday Night RAW. Speaking on the WrestleMania 42 post-show, Reigns said, "I'm gonna take you all to Monday Night RAW tomorrow night. I'll see you all tomorrow night. That's where I'll see you. All that part-time crap, we're gonna fix that. Y'all better make some room, because y'all gonna see my all summer." Reigns is once again back on the top of the food chain in WWE and is a world champion, alongside Cody Rhodes, who is the top dog over on SmackDown. This is the first time the OTC has won the big gold World Heavyweight Championship. His first challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship is yet to be revealed. It also remains to be seen if WWE plans on extending the feud between Reigns and CM Punk post-WrestleMania 42. A lot of questions will be answered on this week's Monday Night RAW after WrestleMania 42. The dust had barely settled inside the roaring stadium when the moment became immortal. At WrestleMania 42, history didn't just repeat itself, it evolved. Under the brightest lights, with millions watching across the globe, Roman Reigns once again stood at the pinnacle of sports entertainment, reclaiming the World Heavyweight Championship in a match that will be talked about for generations. For hours after the event, the WWE Universe buzzed with emotion, disbelief, and admiration. But one voice remained silent until now. Finally, Triple H, WWE's chief content officer and a man who understands legacy better than most, broke his silence. And when he did, the wrestling world stopped to listen. This was more than a victory. Taking to the stage during a post-WrestleMania press conference, Triple H didn't rush his words. He paused, looking out at the sea of reporters, almost as if he was still processing what had just unfolded. "Tonight wasn't just about winning a championship," he began. "What Roman Reigns did out there, that was legacy. That was evolution. That was greatness, defined." Triple H, known for his calculated and often guarded demeanor, spoke with a rare sense of admiration. It was clear this wasn't just corporate praise. This was respect from one legend to another. "People throw around the word great too easily," he continued. "But Roman Reigns has forced us to redefine what greatness actually looks like in this business. The match that changed everything. The main event of WrestleMania 42 had all the ingredients of a classic. High stakes, intense storytelling, and a crowd divided between loyalty and anticipation. Roman Reigns walked into the match carrying not just expectations, but the weight of his past. Across the ring stood a hungry challenger determined to dethrone the tribal chief once and for all. For a moment, it looked like the impossible might happen. Near falls, shock kickouts, gasps echoing throughout the arena. But in the end, Reigns did what he has done better than anyone in the modern era. He endured. With one final, thunderous spear, he sealed his destiny once again. Triple H reflects on Roman's journey. "Think about where Roman was years ago," Triple H said, leaning forward. "The pressure, the criticism, the doubts. Most people wouldn't survive that. They'd break. But he didn't. He adapted. This wasn't just about a single victory. It was about a career arc that transformed skepticism into undeniable dominance. Roman Reigns didn't just silence critics," Triple H added. He made them believers. He went on to describe Reigns as a once-in-a-generation performer, someone who has mastered not just the physical side of wrestling, but the psychological and emotional elements as well. You can't teach what he has. You can't manufacture it. That presence, that aura, it's real. A message to the locker room. But Triple H's comments weren't just directed at Roman Reigns. They were also a message, loud and clear, to the entire WWE locker room. This is the standard, he said firmly. What you saw tonight is the level everyone should aspire to. Not just in the ring, but in commitment, in storytelling, in connection with the audience. He emphasized that WrestleMania is where careers are defined, and Roman Reigns continues to redefine what it means to be the main event. There are a lot of incredibly talented superstars back there, Triple H acknowledged. But tonight showed that the mountain is still very, very high, and Roman is standing at the top of it. What this means for WWE's future. With Roman Reigns once again holding the World Heavyweight Championship, the landscape of WWE has shifted, yet also feels familiar. Dominance has returned. The Tribal Chief era, it seems, is far from over. Triple H hinted at big things ahead. Moments like this don't just end stories, they begin new ones, he said. Every champion needs challengers. And after a performance like that, I can promise you, there will be no shortage of people stepping up. He teased upcoming rivalries, potential surprises, and the kind of storytelling that keeps fans invested week after week. WrestleMania is the culmination, he added, but it's also the starting line. A personal note from Triple H. Perhaps the most striking part of Triple H's statement came at the very end, when his tone shifted from executive to something more personal. I've been in that ring, he said quietly. I've had my WrestleMania moments. I know what it takes, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. And what Roman did tonight. That's something very few people on this planet could ever do. He paused again, letting the weight of his words sink in. As someone who has given his life to this business, I can say this with complete honesty. Roman Reigns earned every second of that moment. The legacy grows. As the WWE Universe continues to digest the events of WrestleMania 42, one thing is clear. Roman Reigns' legacy is no longer just impressive, it's historic. And with Triple H's powerful endorsement, it carries even more weight. The Tribal Chief stands tall once again, championship in hand, as the face of an industry that continues to evolve around him. But if there's one thing fans have learned, it's this. In WWE, no reign lasts forever. And somewhere, right now, a new challenger is watching, waiting, and preparing to step into the spotlight. Because after WrestleMania, the real story always begins.